Oops. Sorry. Here I am. Hi, everyone. I'm Karen, Care Bear, Bard of Cards. Happy Saturday morning. I am here on a Saturday morning. I didn't want to get out of bed, but I did. And I'm glad I did. So I was just thinking my girls are singing, you know, that Daddy finger, where are you? Here I am. How do you do? Oh my gosh. I'll like come around the corner and they're like, they're so cute. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning. I look a little tired this morning. I had a really good night, though. I did. I was on Wild Raven Tarot last night with Bobby, and we had a great time. And I mean, I even got some donations. That was cool, too. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. I was in rare form last night, but it was amazing too, the synchronicities, some of the things that resonated in the readings. Like, oh my gosh, I've just got to find this card to show it to y'all because it's funny. It's so funny. And then we'll do first love and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, this Ace of Cups. Not, oh my gosh, it makes me think of Ace of Cups. It's actually the Three of Cups. In the Housewives Tarot, the deck I was using last night. Sorry, allergies. Sniff a lot. It drives me nuts, especially like if I go back and listen or watch. I'm like, oh my God. You know, it is what it is. Y'all, look at this. Bobby was like, drunk baby. And I'm like, because you know the Three of Cups, we're used to like seeing like, you know, especially women. Women are especially featured on the Three of Cups. It's a feminine energy too, but yeah, like they're usually like what, dancing and partying or something, right? We got a baby here. And I told Bobby, I was like, gosh, this makes me think of one of those baby shower gender reveals. Which one is it? Which one is it, right? And it was funny, the reading that we happened to be on, they were like, stop. This is blowing my mind because I actually have a drunk baby story. I was like, what? I mean, things happen, you know. I mean, my son actually drank some hand sanitizer one time, and I actually told this story last night too. I had to call poison control, and then you know they were like, okay, so how much was it? I was like, you know, like one of those little strap-on ones. They're like, he'll be fine. You might get a little sleepy or say some silly stuff. He'll be fine. I was like, okay. Dear Lord. I felt horrible. But it happened so quickly, y'all. I mean, so quickly. I, you know, especially being a parent, I like to get the whole story, or also though too, like there's some grace points, right? Even when we're trying to do our best job, unfortunately, things just happen sometimes. So yeah. Anyways. Let's prime. Let's prime this little sassy critter, Mr. Predicto Kitty. He's on.
Oh, yes. May I get back to my catnap now?
Not yet. Not yet. You just got started. All right. So the first lover, the lover that we have today is, well, shoot, it's funny to me here is that, okay, this is an odd sequence here. Y'all are gonna tell me, how is this possible? Okay, first off, because according to my transcript here, the first comment I have here is Millie. Okay, but as I'm reading it, she's like Lottie. So I mean, Lottie had to be in here, right? I'm so confused. OMG. Okay, so just because like I can't get past the fact that that's like virtually impossible unless like I don't know. So yeah, interesting. I'm gonna say Lottie and Billy in this case. I want you both the first lovers of the day. To think of a yes or no question to ask Mr. Predicto. Maybe like, just a few seconds here. Ooh, I wonder if I can light my candle one-handed. We might pass enough time there for me to even find. There it is. Yes, I can do this. Okay, all right. We're going to ask Mr. Predicto now. Please give us the answer to Millie and Lottie's question, please.
Yes.
Wow, yes. All right. It's just happy yes. Okay, cool. All right. No hairballs today. Yeah, he goes like on one. Sorry for that sound effect, but yeah. He did it to my astrology teacher. Oh, oh, okay. Yep, see, Josh is like right behind. He's second comment right here. And he's saying, Lottie! So Lottie had to be here for me. Oh my gosh, this is funny. And myself, like, I can't like just pretend that I didn't see those things because that's just not how I work. Josh, by the way, thank you for being here. Mr. Floyd's universe on a brand new universe with a new start time of 8 a.m. Eastern in the dawning. I believe you're doing Monday through Friday. If you did it this morning, my apologies. I missed it. I'm so sorry at it. But I want to say I don't think on the weekends, right? Okay. I mean, my plan is to not mainly do the weekends, but to leave them open for spontaneousness. Like this, me like, oh, I'm just gonna move this instead of Friday. We're gonna do this now Saturday. Hey, there's Lottie. Lottie came in right after my comment of, "Hi friends, I'm fixing my coffee and we'll be there in just a few." This is me. I'm always a couple minutes late. The bane of my existence. I mean, I can like leave like plenty of time ahead. It's something. I mean, it's just something. Always. I don't know. Or it's like I'm absurdly early. Absurdly early or just a little bit late. Anyways, a resident pianist, Lottie B. And omnipresent. Omnipresence. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much. I love y'all. Krista, blindly inspired. Are you going live today, Krista? So just put it in the chat. I can't remember. I think you do sometimes no weekend. On the weekdays, definitely. By the way, I know I did not finish or enunciate any of those last words. Sorry, I was like moving on. I'm in a mood today, apparently too. Yeah, this is um, strange alchemy right now. But yes, Krista, Monday through Friday, most certainly at noon, and possibly in the weekends. At noon. I'm a mess. And then, okay, and now I'm seeing Chloe's name here. These comments did not come in order, obviously, which is like making me question like all of reality right now for trying to determine who was first love. Oh, maybe this is just a one day kind of instance. All right. Heaney. Hi. And guess what? She said hey to Lottie too. This is funny. Thank you for being here, Heaney. Y'all, I promise I'll get to the stuff here. I'm just enjoying myself too much laughing at this. Hey, Sandy. How are you? Good to see you. I like Sandy. Sandy, you have not pulled a card for me in a while. And it's funny, it's like I always got a 5 with you. Usually. It was like for the longest, you were like, oh, it's the 5 of cups. Oh, the 5 of wands. Oh, it's the 5 of this. I'm like, no. Too funny. Thank you, Sandy, for being here. Hey, how are you, Justin? How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here and good morning to you. Please check out State of Grace Tarot. Very, very intelligent. Some very thoughtful, educational videos for sure. And I believe the last one I told you about was the Duckins that she was walking through. But thank you for being here. Y'all, I'm like, I think I'm like 10 away from like 300. We're getting close. We're getting so close. Oof. All right. Chloe. Uh-oh. Guess what? 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 Tell me. Hey, Chloe. Oh, I talked about your crystals last night on Bobby's channel. I did. Hi, Miss Marzipan. Hi. And yes, I saw in a post because I'm really bad about like being able to catch all the comments on here, especially when I start highlighting and stuff, they stop kind of like going. Like so I have to stop and do it. And I miss a lot in between. So, but yeah, Selena, yeah, y'all are definitely friends. I saw that. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't make that up in my head. Because I do that sometimes. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. And please subscribe to Miss Marzipan Moments. That is a alliteration. Miss Marzipan Moments. Smart. I like it. Oh, I was like, oh no, what happened? Oh, Chloe, you and Scotty were all the buzz last night in remote viewing. Just the fact that we missed you and you weren't there. But then we were like, we said that y'all were playing hooky together. I don't know. We were just being silly. You know how it is there. Anyways, you were missed. You were missed in remote viewing for sure. Awesome. If you have any Herkimer diamonds, do I need one? So does I've tore my house apart looking for this Herkimer diamond. I mean, it's not like I don't know. I mean, heck, it's gonna show up in the weirdest of places, seems so strange. But I like to use it because I do have some the tiniest little bit of moldavite. But I like to use them together because it's a good balancer um, to take some of that edge off of the other. They work well together, even though they're both like, kind of that high vibrational or whatever, but they both work well together. Anyways, I just, that's what the experts say, anyways. My house is shaking right now. That was weird. Okay. I feel the earth move under my feet. Okay, I don't know. Like we've got some different things on y'all. This is just gonna be y'all are just gonna have to deal with me today. I'm squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. But yeah, something like just shook my sunroom and was shaking like I mean it was a definite shake. It's weird. But like we have some quarries near too, and there's a recycling thing that one time they set they somehow exploded a school bus and it sounded like a bomb right off in the middle of the night because it had gas in it or something. I'll never forget that one. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to like look and see what was this little shake I just felt? Was that a okay. Yeah, I need one of those. Thank you. Mighty, am I gonna make it through here today? Oh, such a funny card. It is. It is. And I forgot to tell y'all too earlier that the three cups paired with other cards that can be a baby too, pregnancy. But I mean, that's not like one of my main ones that I call it out on. Like I've got to see it, with something else. A few other heavy hitters. Oh, y'all are welcoming each other. That's kind. Here's a good one. Okay, this is good. This is good. I like this. For Millie, I ate the fruit from my parents' sangria pitcher at dinner. They ate. That freaked out my parents. Oh no, God. Uh, we were at a barbecue. When you get to the age, like you've gotta, everybody's got kids, but yet, we're still trying to like somehow have a good time as adults with our children as they're running around and stuff. And yeah, when you get some guys together at a social thing, all of a sudden they think it's really funny. My girls were like one when this happened. I have a video, it's so hilarious. Um, they were like, I wonder if I give them, you think they'll like a lemon? What do you think their face would do if they eat a lime? I'm like, like they're feeding my girls. They weren't soaked in alcohol or anything, they were just like garnishes. They were feeding them and the faces, but they kept going back for it. They wanted more, but they would be like, just keep grabbing for more. Oh, the fruit, the fruit. You know what would freak me more about that, Millie? It's because after working in restaurants, the fruit, the fingers on the fruit, the touching, the cutting. Yeah, that to me, but you have the alcohol and the guilty. I don't know. Maybe you'll cancel each other out. Uh, uh, we're always like, don't eat the garnishes. Don't. Just don't know. Oh, I've got to see. Does Lottie, 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 do you have a new video? Hey, what a lovely day. Isn't she lovely? sing some Stevie Wonder. Hey, good to see you. Happy Saturday morning to you. Thank you. That's a sweet name. Okay. Oh, hi, Viviani. Oh, beautiful Akashic Records reader. Y'all check out Viviani. She's amazing, and really too, like you're so supportive in this community too. Like I see you supporting so many different people and coming in and saying hi, and yeah, we appreciate you, Viviani. Okay, let's see if I see, because I talked about some weird stuff, so I kind of want to see what y'all said. What kind of happy poolside on the bed did you wake up on? Obviously, it was the Gemini one. It wasn't my Taurus side. Oh, I'm glad your new job is going well, Josh. That's good. That's good. Yes. Okay, so yes, I'm going to put this on the screen. Well, I was trying to. Oh, no, don't make me go all the way back down. No. Oh, well, I messed that one up. Oh, my Lord, there's so many. Okay. Yes, Krista's going to be on today. I'm not going to find that comment again right now. Krista is going to be on, I think it was like 11 Eastern, 11 a.m., not the p.m. today. I think that's correct. Anyways, just put on the notification bell and you'll get alerts. That's the best way to go. Oh, goodness. Yeah. And I just lost comments too. Oh, sexy Lexi. Hi, hi. Hey, how are you? Lexi is just, oh my gosh. If y'all have never met, and I call this YouTubeville. If y'all have never met Lexi in YouTubeville, please do. And yes, we have officially named her Sexy Lexi. Lexi, congratulations too. Um, Lexi has been sharing her weight loss journey, and she's lost an amazing amount of weight. And she shares each day just her bubbliness and things that she's thinking about, just kind of like what I do on here. Just little talks and stuff. And but she does, you do most of them like video, right? Like, I don't know if they're always live. Um, why do I not know that? But Lexi's so sweet. Like, she'll just, pop in and send us like girls in our little WhatsApp group chat. And she'll be like, hi, and just talk. And, I hope you have just the most fabulous, wonderful day. And we love you, Lexi. Anyways, I know during the normal, weekday grind here, we don't get to really see Lexi. So I did want to give her a good shout out here. What? Stop. Okay. All right, you're here, so I know you're okay. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit. A tornado. Oh my goodness, Hershey. Are you going to be on your channel today? You got to talk about that. You could talk about that if you're able to. Wow. Wow. I'm glad you're okay. I hope nothing, too crazy happened for you damage wise or anything like that. I'm just glad, the most important thing is that you're safe. Wow. What a morning. Whew. Goodness. Hershey. And y'all subscribe to Hershey for real. I mean, she just went through a tornado. You better. I'm gonna get you. Goodness. Yeah. Florida. Yeah. I mean, we get them here in South Carolina. I mean, yeah. Actually, I've been reading where the whole, because of the climate changes and shifts, Tornado Alley is kind of like, I mean, and there's a subsidiary, which is like Dixie Alley, which is the southern one. Um, yeah, it's shifting. It's shifting more. So yeah, we just are gonna get to see more of it. That's why when I was younger, I don't really remember as much of like, these moments of where, I mean, I have like these moments flashing in my head sometimes of where I'm sitting in the bathtub where I put helmets on my kids' heads and shoes. Because I mean, you think about it, like you got to have boots or whatever, a helmet. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, I'll bring in like pillows or like one of the like pull the mattress, like one of the smaller mattresses and put it over. And then trying to explain to a 1-year-old why they have to stay there. That's the super fun part, right? They don't get it for sure. Oh, thank you, Josh. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And we're gonna get you to like what? We need that 1K, right? Where are you right now on that? I mean, I think we're like doing that. What is it like? Gonna move over here. And we're gonna take a few back. We give you a few more. It will take a few back. She's a time warp. Hey, Jess. Hi. Thank you for being, thank you for letting me read for you last night. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a really good time with the Taurus reads last night and Bobby. It was a good energy. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Chloe. Yes, I want one of those. Yes, I want the selenite plate. I need it. Apparently, things are moving here. Literally, the ground is moving. Oh, oh. Okay, kitten update. Kitten update. Oh, Mosaic, Michelle. Yes, and I. Kittens in circle are fine, thankfully. Hopefully, Power will be back on soon. Well, it's pretty awesome that you're able to even communicate like this because Helene, like, I mean, where my house is situated, everything, like, and I guess everybody was just on their phones too. I mean, there was no like getting on anything really. It was just nope, wouldn't happen. It took about a week to get our internet back. Earthquake, earthquake. I don't know. Maybe a little trim. I don't know. That's why I need to look. I know what I'll be doing as soon as I get off of this live stream. I can't make like what happened. Wow, sorry y'all. I mean, there's like a lot going on this morning, so we're taking a little of attention to this. And um and I know this might bleed over a little bit into Victor's meditation, which is not my intention at all because I like to be there and do that. So I understand, like, if y'all need to like, leave at that point, you can come back and listen to what happened if you need to. But anyways, yes, I am just gonna start going here because we're almost 30 minutes in of madness here, but it is the weekend, so I might as well have a little fun if we're all up here early. Okay, where to start? Okay, so yes, y'all been wanting me to talk about what's going on in May? What's going on in May? So, yeah. Well, some things that have already happened, which are important because they stick around for a while, okay? We only have what Pluto is retrograded now. And that happened, it's in retrograde, of course, it's in Aquarius, okay? And that happens through, it started May 4th, so it just started. And it will go through October 13th. So, yeah, you think Pluto, Scorpionic, Scorpio vibes, right? It's deep, it's transformational. But with it retrograded, it's definitely more introspective, introspective, not introspective. Possibly assessing or reassessing power dynamics, roles in society, and yeah, and personal transformations for sure, for sure. And they say here that it's especially impactful for Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Ding, 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 ding. Those are all fixed. Those are all of the fixed modalities for each element. So if you've got a lot of fixed energy, you might feel this more, okay? And this could show, you know, you could have shifts even in career, relationships, your own identity with yourself. It's deep. It's deep things with Pluto. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But, you know, October 13th, it'll go direct again. But I mean, you know, Pluto moves slow, but when it goes down, right? Okay. And Monday, I know all of y'all know about this. May 12th, our full moon in Scorpio. It's a special moon and the last one of its kind for like a while, a good little while here. It's a powerful one. It's intense. Scorpio. It's so intense. I'm married to one. I know. I know. So yeah, you can have some emotional revelations. Hidden truths. Scorpio is, I call Scorpio the human lie detector. In, yeah. So it's like a, they're polygraphs or something. Like they just know. It's like how to spot a liar. How to spot a liar. Grab a Scorpio. They'll tell you. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it is amazing how they know what they know. But they won't tell you everything about themselves, but they find out about you. So yeah, Scorpios make fabulous detectives, by the way. So yeah, release what no longer serves you. And on Monday, I do want to put focus on the full moon and honor and talk about that more and get more into that. But we have a lot of stuff to talk about, okay? So keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. This is a biggie. Uranus. 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 Like one of the planets that is, Josh, I think I heard you say this earlier. It's hard not to laugh when you say it, right? I asked my astrology teacher, I was like, is it just me? I mean, like, why? Where, like, they were like, oh, this sounds like a winner here. Uranus. Uranus. Ah. Anyways, Sun conjunct. What does conjunct mean? It's like right up on it, 8 degrees or less, usually. Those they call them, hold up, let me mute. I've got a cough. Allergies. Oh goodness, I need to get some. Oh, gotta get the good stuff today. I gotta go. You gotta get it. You gotta get it from behind the pharmacy too. It's such a thing. And you know how embarrassing it is when they're like, "I'm sorry, your ID's been fake." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need this. Like, I'm not making mess with it. Dear God, I just need it. That's how bad my allergies are right now." Anyways, so yeah, conjunct means it's like, they're just right there on top of each other. Very close. So yeah, when the sun is with a planet too, like the sun will outshine kind of like anything pretty much. But sometimes when you get in these special things, I think there was like one just last month where you get this exact kind of deal where the sun actually doesn't reign its power over it. But the sun and that coming together, it's going to feel, yeah. So just expect the unexpected. And it's in the sign, Uranus is in Taurus too. God, Taurus hates Uranus, I'm sure. Yeah, because that's like, we don't, when I say weeks, I'm Taurus moon and rising. So my chart ruler is Venus, literally. So yeah, we don't like surprises in that kind of way that, you know, um, like to have when we're making future decisions, they're like, okay, so yeah, I know this is going to cost this. I know I've got this, or I'm making this amount, like things make sense. And you make sure your basic needs are met. And yeah, it's just a survival instinct, right? But it's heavily focused on in Taurus. So yeah, expect sudden changes, expect breakthroughs. In Taurus, that's the second house. Uh, that's the second house there. So yeah, this could be like in your work, your money, things like that, okay? But they're also saying it could be values and it could be in your personal freedoms too. So this is going to be, it could be challenging to the status quo, all right? But it does invite innovation. So May 17th, yeah, just take a deep breath before you step out the door that day. Yeah. Then on May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. Do you think Aries probably enjoys that very much? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. Ooh, this is the first time since 1999. Yeah, I was in college. Freshman year. Yes. Yes. So we know Saturn, and it's Saturn Day today, actually. Daddy Saturn, as I like to call him. Yeah, it's your personal responsibilities, your discipline, long-term goals, initiating them and sticking to them. And only after much pain and suffering. Just kidding. Yeah, very practical, hard-earned lessons. You reap its benefits, its reward, but the reward is good. And then sometimes I just think the reward is just the wisdom that you gain. Oh my. Yeah, I'm one of those, I don't like to be told what to do. So yeah, Saturn. I'm looking at you. Yeah. But so right now though, like Aries, it's cardinal. It's cardinal fire. It's the most pure form of fire ever, right? And that's an initiator. They start things. They start. Listen to me. I just heard fire starter. I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to like scare you, but yeah, no, but like literally it is. It's just like yeah. We're starting Saturn's starting it all over. He traveled through the whole zodiac, and now he's back in my mid-40s. Last time I saw him in Aries, I was 19. I was 19. Dear Lord. Okay. Yeah. So just this shift, okay, this shift is to encourage a proactive approach, which, yeah, Aries fire action, okay, to make actions to, for your personal growth and your ambitions. But I can also see Saturn too teaching a lesson about, not thinking before acting or something like that, or something that's too impulsive. There's a there's a balance. There's a balance. So yeah, maybe just keep that in mind. Okay. And then we have y'all, things are gonna get better. Okay. They're gonna get better. Oh yeah. Oh, it is a Kazemi on the 17th. Oh my Lord. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty powerful. I think when I think that's when, yeah, the sun or whatever, I think it would be more like true. Like I don't think the sun's gonna overpower. I think they just might like empower each other together more so equally. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. Um, oh, here was another one though too. This is off of Chani. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Chani Nicholas. The only difference is I use Placidus and she does whole sign. Jupiter, May 18th, but that doesn't matter for what we're doing right now. May 18th, Jupiter in Gemini, which it leaves Gemini on my birthday. Go figure. June 9th, by the way, y'all. Just kidding. It squares the lunar nodes. It squares the lunar nodes. Pisces and Virgo. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So watch out for that, y'all. But yeah. Oh, and then we have a Mercury Kazemi on the 29th too. That was what happened. Yes. That is exactly the other one I was thinking of. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Interesting. The sun can't eat it all up on this one. So Mercury, the reason why I'm looking down at this, I'm wanting to just double check that Mercury is okay. Yes, I don't know why I was like, is this right? Is this right? Yes, Mercury enters Gemini on the 25th, 26th, depending where you are. I don't know. So yeah, and we know Gemini loves Mercury, its ruler. So that's a very comfortable place for a Gemini to be in that third house energy. And things just might feel more scattered, more exciting, more talkative, more short trips, things like that come up. You might find yourself just, turning into a little curious, chatty Cathy everywhere. Um, or you're going to feel that energy around you because it's going to happen in the thoughts and the communication and everything around you, coming out of the more sobering position of Taurus for it is not the best. Taurian unless you're like me, you know. Yeah, with the Gemini, gets me, and so that gets my talkativeness. But yeah, they can get their point across with saying a lot less. Even though my son, he's Mercury Taurus, and I'll be like, I'll just ask him a question. I'm like, so how is blah blah? He's like, good. Don't know. Yeah, it's like it's always so. I think, okay, all right, great. um, so anyways, that should be fun. That should be fun. And when it gets when it's going to feel really better is when we get that new moon in Gemini. Okay, so May 26th, May 27th. I think we're going to start to feel the tension release, because what has been going on since October, November of last year is that, and a lot of them are personal planets too. So you really feel those. This like, everyday kind of life stuff, like, Venus, Mercury, Mars. They've been going, we've had all of these back to back retrogrades, planets, switching off retrogrades. I mean, it's been going on for a while, and it's kind of odd that the succession that they went in as well. But that is about to stop, and we're about to just, worry about, we'll just have to deal with Pluto until Mercury retrogrades in July. But it's not those kind of retrogrades like with Venus. Venus retrogrades what, every 18 months, something like that. Okay, so it's not as often. But it retrograded while Mercury was retrograding. And Mars was retrograded too, wasn't it? And then they're just now getting out of their post-shadow periods. Everything's just kind of evening back out. I think you'll be able to breathe a little bit at this new moon, okay? In Gemini, and we'll definitely talk about that new moon, on its own too. All right. So I'm probably going to bring up more, like, through here, but that's just your main overview right now of what's happening in the sky. Yeah. So just that Sun Uranus conjunction, the 17th. Krista, I know there was something you were saying, like it was a 14th, but I'm thinking like that is the most significant thing, I feel like, other than the Pluto retrograde that happened. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the world that day. Let's say some prayers, right? All right. We'll touch a little bit on Black Moon Lilith, and I'm gonna save some of this for Monday too. I want to talk more about like the origins and everything, and like because Monday also with the full moon, but Monday's moon day, and I really like feminine energies on Monday, and I think it'll be cool to really take the dive to talk about, like, the different Liliths. Who is Lilith? The different, I mean, there's a lot of history and stories with that. So I definitely don't have time to do that today. So I did want to tell you that. But yeah. Okay, so there's an asteroid, there's other things, but what is an astrology? It's tough learning too, because I studied classical, so we don't do Black Moon Lilith. These are my personal studies. And I just haven't got there yet on that one. So I mean, I know a little enough, but it's not always one of those that you feel the most, right? So it's not the most pressing to get down to begin with, but we're learning right now, and that's fun. It's an elusive, it's elusive astrological placement. And these are about our deep desires, our sexual liberation, yes, and the extraordinary power of claiming, reclaiming your identity. Pretty badass. Lilith is, definitely. As that dark feminine, it's asking us to acknowledge the dark. The dark can give us power. We can use that to rise up from, is those power dynamics, right? And it says here that oh wait, that was the asteroid. Apparently there's a lesser known asteroid, Lilith, that hovers between Mars and Jupiter. Okay. But yes, Black Moon Lilith is actually a location, not a celestial being. And, they get it from, the calculations. So I'm going to read this, and this is from Eliza Kelly. I actually have one of her decks, an astrologer. It was the signs, the tank, what she calls her thing, like, I can't remember what that stands for right now, but it's basically about synchronicities. Okay. But she puts here, all right, to explain it, as the moon spins around the Earth, it moves on its own elliptical orbit, in which Earth isn't exactly in the center. It's actually closer to one of the sides. This means the moon is sometimes closer to Earth than at other times. When the moon is closer, it forms lunations, known as supermoons. It's at the lunar perigee. Oh my gosh, these are I'm remembering these words from astrology class. These are the ones I need to highlight. Perigee, apogee. Oh no, Lord, there's so much stuff, right? It's at the lunar perigee. But when it's most distant, it's at the apogee. So closer perigee, further apogee. And she writes here, this is so funny. Stay with me here. Don't, please, please don't let your eyes glaze over. Black Moon Lilith is located at the point that mirrors Earth's location in the oval. Wow, this is deep. Okay, on the side of the lunar apogee. Can you show me this in a picture, please? Right? Yes. And she puts in shorter words. It's basically the real life version of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. She's clever in her writing. In fact, it's occasionally referred to as the dark moon. Yes, yes. And we're going to talk more about the history and all of that on Monday for Lilith, because that deserves its own time, I believe. Okay, but if you want to know more, you can GTS some some Lilith. There's plenty of information out there, and a lot of differing opinions about, and what resonates for you. I say use what resonates for you. But at the end of the day, Lilith, she's a badass, right? She's a badass. And she's a great symbol for feminism too. But it can be, she puts here, okay, so this we're talking about, but what does this mean for you? Okay, for me, for you. it can become a little over sexualized. And the whole reason why we're talking about this too, by the way, Millie brought up to me, and I totally like, spaced out of this one, that Lilith moved into Scorpio, I think it was what, the end of March. And it'll be there till I believe, like, is it December? Through the end of the year almost. And yeah, Lilith does well in Scorpio. Very well. Very, very well. Because I believe that the rulers are linked. Not exactly sure how the rulers work on that. That's another deep dive. There's plenty of branches in astrology to go down. I do not pretend to know everything, and never will I, no matter how much I know. I promise. Goodness. So basically, like, especially like in this Scorpio energy here, um, that's intensity, that's sexuality, that's secrets, that's all of those things that Lilith loves about where Scorpio, the eighth house stuff, until death do us part with the money. That's it together, yeah. So it's intense. That's an intense placement. It came out of Libra, it's like, and now we're like, hey babe, let's shake some stuff up. Scorpio, Black Moon Lilith, yeah, and the full moon of Scorpio. So that's, I think there's some importance there, which makes that very interesting. Okay. But she writes literally, and this is interesting. She said, Black Moon Lilith is a void, an absence, a missing piece. It represents our deepest repressed desires that yearn to be expressed. It speaks to the darkest parts of ourselves that we're often afraid to acknowledge, or where we feel criticized or misunderstood. When we choose to explore these empty spaces, oh, that's good, isn't it? That's good. That's good writing, Eliza. When we choose to explore those empty spaces in our own stories, we can excavate incredible discoveries about the most hidden parts of ourselves. And Scorpio is good at hiding their innermost parts. Our desire, autonomy, will, and freedom. Yes. So, how do you look how this is going to affect you? Okay. Pull up a chart. They're free. Go to a cafe astrology or one of those. And look for Black Moon Lilith, okay? And ask for it to calculate that and do to see it in the transits, to see how it's transiting for you, which house it's transiting in for you. Because that will tell you where in your life that it will impact you the most. If it's transiting your seventh house, relationships, seventh house, things like that. If it's transiting, the 11th house, it could be things with, friends, social stuff. 10th house, career, just so that tells you how it works in your life. Okay. And yeah, I'm just gonna give y'all like some homework here. Look that up. And see, and we're going to come back on Monday. All right. We're going to come back on Monday and dig deeper into Lilith, the full moon, we're going to fill some of the gaps that I didn't get to today. And I apologize, I bled over on Victor's today. That was not my intentions by any means. But I will be right over there. And I did pull out rainbow butt hair. I really like, oh, can we just get this little rainbow glimmer? Chloe's crystals. He's our mascot now. Rainbow butt hair. Oh my goodness, y'all. I love y'all. Hey, Victor. I know you're not here right now, though, as I said hi. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pull anything today. I'm just gonna tell you what I feel is the vibe right now is yeah, expect the unexpected, and then it's gonna be cool. So just strap up for a little bit longer. Hang in there. We're gonna be all good. We're gonna feel some relief. So, all right. I love you all. Thank you all for letting me, talk on here for an hour. Not my intention by any means. I apologize. So, oh, and I just like, we'll remember your birthday, Care Bear. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I love you. Please like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Oh, and tomorrow, be on the lookout. I want to come up and do a Mother's Day like morning one. So be on the lookout for the thumbnail coming. So, all right. Thanks y'all so much for being here. And hopefully I'm going to see y'all here tomorrow morning. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.